Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our night's playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine. We have just pieced out of a war with the Ottomans where we took 4 decent provinces, actually. No, strategic provinces. These 3 are in the Constantinople trade node. I mean, they don't, fair enough, they don't have a lot of trade power themselves, but it also encircles the Ottoman capital. We've taken 1, 2, 3 and Naxos, 4 coastal provinces in which we can build, or have been built in most of them, the shipyard. And yeah, we're in it. We're in the fight with the Commonwealth, and I could sense the Commonwealth were probably going to peace out soon. They didn't have any manpower left. They were murking up. They were down to medium. They had fluctuated down to medium a few times before, but it was starting to get on in the war. And yeah, even though we had the upper hand, I decided to end it. Let's have a. Well, I say we had the upper hand. The Ottomans, apparently the Ottomans were never in any issues. We've managed to steal provinces off them there. And we did have the capital sieged almost from day one. So war exhaustion would have been forcing them out, I suppose. The enthusiasm would have gone down, especially the fact that they claimed over Hood of Indigo. And they never really took it. They never held it for any period of time. Every time they did take it and moved off, we'd cross the strait that we could cross but they couldn't, and take it back off them. Anyway, thank you for your time, mercenaries. Much appreciated. However, you can go home and do whatever mercenaries do at home when they're not fighting. Looks like we captured some transports off them, because we started with 15, we lost a few to a fight, and then we must have captured a few. We utterly decimated the Ottoman navy. After the first fight with the Ottomans, I said I need I need naval dominance. And so we got it. I'm not saying that all these losses are to us, but I'd say the majority are. Force limit Ottomans are down to 2 heavies, 2 lights, 13 galleys, 20 transports. We absolutely smashed them. With the help of a an admiral, actually. Quite decent admiral. 2 maneuver, 2 fire, I believe. Where is he? No, 2 shock, 2 maneuver. Alright. Still, it all helped. And to rub salt in the wounds, we're going to go around and raid the Ottoman coast. I don't think they will have, but let's see if they took out any loans. They did, 2. On the reconquest of Hood of Indigo, which failed miserably. You don't declare wars on the knights. Knights declare wars on you. Alright, so from a slow start, we are finally starting to get some score. And you look. I'm gonna have to ferry you around, damn it. But okay, fair enough. I was like, I can't walk off from here. I've to go get on the boats. Reload. Mercenaries out. Thank you for your time, but it's no longer needed. And let's go deposit them near Iraq and Persia. Well, I suppose we don't need all the fleet doing this. You down to there. Truce with Marwar has ended. Not that we were at war with Marwar, they were our ally when it kicked off with the Ottomans, and they declined the call, which was a bit weird because it wasn't as if anyone we were fighting was an ally of Marwar. They just thought we're fighting the Ottomans, and they shut their pants. It's not even that much of a distance war, is it? I wouldn't have said it was a distant war really for them. Anyway, it's over and done with now. And Austria. Let's improve relations with you. Brandenburg, you still got the Commandant as a rival. Commonwealth? Yeah, no. Do we have claims on Persia? No, it's Persia that expires first. Come back with the Commonwealth. They absolutely love us. No need for you to be there. No, we don't have a claim. But it'll drag Afghanistan back into the fight, which is good because it's about chucking people into 10-year truce timers. If you're in a truce, you can't be in a coalition. So everyone around us, Dylan, you know. Anyone says that cats are dainty and they're silent is a liar. Alright, so this whole list of people that are around us cannot be in, apart from like Denmark and Sweden, Norway, they're not down here, they won't have aggressive expansion with us. And Norwegian La Plata probably doesn't know who we are. But likes of Persia, Iraq, Delhi, Ottomans now, Homs, Khorasan, if they all banded together, maybe the small guys here, if they all banded together, then it might cause us issues. We don't have a truce with you anymore, do we? We don't. We should have already been at war with Afghanistan to trick them into another 10-year truce. Even if it's only to go in there, make them revoke calls for war reps, maybe something like that, until later on in the game when you can get the good CBs. Although aggressive expansion impact helped in that last war. Diplo rep, diplo relations, vassal force limit contribution, and unjustified demands. That's a nice one to have. We should have had it in that last war. Anything else to take? Nope. Lose 10 devotion. We'll do this. Devotion ticks up, prestige ticks down. And you lot, come down here. Everyone mothball up. There we go. And we didn't take loans in that last war, bizarrely enough. Do have a few rebellions, but optimism and peace this is just going to come down very quickly. We'll have a look at what states we can make when the calls come in. Charter a Guild of St. Luke. Patron saint of artists. Often came to lend his name to artist guilds in Western Europe. Most famous perhaps in Antwerp. Chartering a guild here in the night might be a tad on the expensive side. 191 ducats, lose 10 admin power for a yearly prestige until for 100 years. National tax modifier goes down by 5%. Yearly prestige takes up. Go on then. We don't rely on tax, we rely on trade. Minus 5% taxation, we won't be bothered by. The yearly prestige will offset, especially when you're high with prestige. So it'll only come down by 0.5% per year for 100 years. Yeah, we'll do that. So it keeps us higher for longer. And prestige directly impacts how your forces fight. Morale of armies. You can get 10% morale of armies, just and navies for that matter, just from high prestige. Mercenary cost comes down. An aggressive expansion impact, which is of course very nice for people who are aggressively wanting to expand. Budget. I was already meant to be building spy network in you. I don't know why I didn't. $29,612. Let's get one more infantry. And some cannons. I do like a filled out back row. And we can afford it. How are we in terms of military leaders? 4. Well, we have 2. We have 2 that we bought ourselves. The Admiral. And the only military leader that has any combat pips. And the other 2 we rolled. Yeah, maintain. And the other 2 we rolled from our leader and our heir. Austria. Do you fancy a little bit of a... Not yet. Maybe. Maybe. They're still hurt. They're still hurt. It's alright. Time is a wonderful healer. Diplo reputation. At... Yep. 10, 20... Not that 8th of May. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Add you. Now. 30% discount. Yeah, alright. And who have we got in the bums with the seats? Yeah, as soon as it kicked off, we went straight from morale of navies, morale of armies. And we do need missionary strength, guy. Diplo rep. No. Spyware networks, construction. Yeah, we'll take you for the time being. And morale of armies is always a good one to have. We took morale of armies because our leader was Craven. And so our armies had a minus 5% morale anyway. Can you imagine if we didn't have Craven? How well we would have fought in that fight against the Ottomans. Lose prestige. Four ascensions. Mechanic. Alright. It's not Commonwealth. Mechanic. Rings a bell. Of course it does. It's the trade province. The one that we don't have in the Constantinople node. The one that I have my eyes on. That one that I had my eyes on for a while. We couldn't get it in that peace deal, I don't think. Did we even check? I don't think we checked. But then we didn't have the fort next to it, so I doubt they'd have given us it. Still. Encircling their capital. Yeah, encircling the capital is fair enough. Well, of course, coming yet. Not quite. Damnation, indeed, damnation. No, not yet. So war with Persia will bring in Afghanistan. You go to Afghanistan. And we'll hit them both at the same time. Holy war against the Ottomans. Really? Attacker against Kaffa. Oh, Ottomans. Well, to be fair, they did have loads of manpower left. Delhi is no longer a valid arrival. Fair enough. Go to Virginia. Bring you back. Well, I know it's scary. I know it's scary, but I don't want to. I know, but I don't want to rival anyone else. Well, there's enough space between Vijayanagar and us. I know you're disappointed in me. Well, I don't care. I know, Dylan. Okay. One more tick, and we can fabricate a claim. I'll fabricate it on Mogostan. And you can come back. Most excellent news. We'll do this. The being a seat of a cardinal helps with the amount of papal pointage that you get. We can soak this up. Realist corruption. No, we can't, because our calls haven't come in just yet. And we'll wait. Trade efficiency goes up. They gain loyalty. They gain influence as well. Could do without them gaining that much influence though. They lose loyalty, but they also lose influence. Yeah, we'll go for that. It's not as if we're hurting for income. We'll put you in charge of there. I will put you in charge of there. You're both utterly useless. Both my heir and my leader are utterly useless. We had to buy someone in. just to get somebody with combat pips. I mean, having two spawn with the 0 combat pips. I mean, the siege pips are nice, but 0 combat pips. It wasn't good. Right, declare war. Afghan. You bring in Delhi. So let's not have you as a co-belligerent. Take Morgistan. Go. Wait 1 day. Go. And let's not take the tech just yet. Has the next institution fired? About 1650. All right. Are we not going to get you? Still didn't get there quite in time. Utter wipe of the Afghans. We'll keep people centralized. The Persians do fight really well. Just got a combined arms achievement. Don't know what that is, but I will go and have a look right now, as it is the end of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. But war again in this area, I think it's got to the point where these countries are so small they wouldn't join a coalition against me. So now we're just mopping up. We want this block of land here, and we want to turn it as profitable as we can, which means turning it into states. I've been putting off creating states, so that when all of this land is ours, we can just make this our breadbasket, as it were, of our nation, and then push all the trade to Constantinople. Ah, balls. Forgetting. All right, let's carry on. Let's raid these coasts. I keep forgetting. I go halfway through raiding something and then I get distracted. Let's get on the capital, shall we? Right, that's you done. Protect trade in Constantinople. Conversion, great. You get back on there. Actually, you take in the siege leader. And we'll spend those points in the next episode. Yeah, those points. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this. Yeah. Don't be scared of the Ottomans. Don't be scared of the Ottomans. As long as you've got decent allies. As long as you've got a plan. As long as you don't smash yourself into them or allow them to catch you, really, then yeah. Anyway, I will stop my waffling, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, do take care.